Hi! So if you're like me, you like to look at a lot of things like Pottery Barn, Crate and Barrel, Pottery World, all kinds of stores like that that have really pretty things for your backyard. And then you turn it over and you look at the price and you're like, what? So if that's you, then this is the right video because I'm going to show you how to make some things that look more expensive and are really not. I'm Teresa and this is Celebration Elevation. Okay, we're in my backyard right now and I'm going to spray paint a couple of terracotta pots. And what we want to do today is make them look like these really pretty marble well, I don't know if they're solid marble or I have to read. They're at Pottery Barn and they look like they're marble. And so I want to recreate that by using just some spray paint and some terracotta pots that I bought at a hardware store. So what I'm going to do first is take some spray paint and paint them white. And also, I don't know if you see this one. I did this one before and I made it look like it had moss growing on it. Well, I don't need that one right now. So I just noticed there's a hawk flying above and my little dog's out here. So hang on. Yeah, I actually what happened to him? I want to show you the hawk. Oh, there he is. Let's see. He's above. Oh, there he is. See? You can see him. And he was over in my backyard. And my little 7-pound multi-poo, 17-year-old 7-pound multi-poo. Hey, now don't go eat my chickens. Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, the hawk appears to have moved on. Thank goodness, because I don't know if you watched my Instagram story. Yesterday I put out an Instagram story about this little lizard. I'll give you the really fast forward version. So we were at a pottery store. It was outdoors. I saw a little lizard in one of the pots and it was trapped, and so I couldn't turn it over. I asked my husband to tip it over. So he tips it over and the little lizard was super happy, and so he started to run away, and I was so glad. And then I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I heard my husband go, oh, or I don't know, maybe it was more like, oh, something like that. Anyway, I knew something happened, and I look over and I see this blue jay, and it's like taking off, and the lizard was in its beak, and I was like so upset because like I felt like I fed the lizard to the blue jay. Anyway, so today I wasn't gonna let a hawk eat my dog or my chickens. So now back to our regularly scheduled program. So I'm going to use this is Krylon all-in-one painter primer matte white. Okay, so I'm just gonna shake it up really good, and then I'm gonna spray these terracotta pots. Okay, so I'm wearing rubber gloves just because these things always tend to get my fingers, the finger that I'm spraying with seems to always get really dirty. So I'm just gonna, I put them on a box on my lawn. I don't care if the overspray goes on my grass because it's gonna get mowed, but I want them to be on a steady surface. So I'm just gonna go over them kind of lightly, not too lightly, yeah, lightly, a little lightly, and then do a little bit on the inside lip because the dirt never goes up all the way to the top. Okay, I was too close on that one. Okay, so I finished my, I finished spraying the pots, so I'm going to leave them out here to dry. Sorry, I'm in like the bottom of the screen. I'm going to leave them out here to dry, and then I'll come back. And at first I was kind of worrying because I got those little drippy things, you know, if you're too close to it and you're spraying too much. I always do that because I get impatient, so I want to get it on there. But I think that's not going to matter. We will cross our fingers because we're going to be dipping this into some water and paint and after it dries. So I will come back to it in just a little bit after it gets a good dry, and then we'll go on to the next part of the video. Okay, so now my pot's dried. I came back out and I put them upside down and I sprayed the other side so I could get this under ridge part here. So the other thing I needed to do, this is a galvanized bucket. It's really big. So what I did, I don't want to ruin the bucket because I'm not sure if this will ruin the bucket. So I put just a rather regular smaller trash bag in here, and I filled it with water, probably like 3/4 full. And then when you're filling it, the air bubble kind of forms inside, and so I didn't want the plastic to come too close when we dump the pots in. So what I recommend doing, what I did, is I just, up toward the very top, I slit a little hole in it and then pushed all the air out so it would stay up against the sides. So I highly recommend that. I just waiting for these to dry, and then we're gonna move on to the last step of this, marbleizing. Okay, so I've moved the pots off of the box, and what I'm gonna do, you can use wine bottles, actually would be better for this, but I don't have any right now that are empty. So I'm gonna put these like this. It's just like a lemonade bottle and a coffee mate bottle. That way, when I finish with these, I can just stick them on top of this like so and let it dry, and none of it is like touching anything else, and the water will come off of it. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So the last step of this process, well, I guess the last step is going to be drying it and then sealing it, but the marbleizing part is to fill that with water. Then what I'm going to do is spray a bunch of black and white in here and then dip the pot in here. Okay, so I want to do it fairly quickly. Oh, but I need like a stick to stir it up a little, so hold on. Okay, I got a stick. Fortunately, we have a bunch of trees, so I just walked under a few and I found it. Okay, we're gonna start this. This is the problem with not doing it before to see, because I have no idea if I'm gonna do this right or how much to do, but let's see. So that was that was clearly the black, that's the white. I'm gonna stir it up a little. I hope this works. Woo, where'd you go? I'm gonna go down slowly and up slowly. Oh gosh, that's cool. Look at that. Can you see? That's really cool. Okay, I'm gonna do more black this time, but I'm gonna put that on one of my bottles here to dry. I really like that, you guys. Wait till you see the comparison when I show you the Pottery Barn one, because it looks so similar. Okay, adding a little more white again. Adding a lot more black. Okay, oof. Stirring it up. Maybe I'll dip this one more time. Oh yeah, that's cool. Ooh, I love it. Does that have too much? It's too late. You can't get it off. Okay. Whoops. There goes my coffee mate. Hold on. Okay, I'll show you closer too when I finish. Let's see. Okay, I'm just filming this by myself though with one camera, so. Okay. Again, the white. I'll let the smoke, the fumes clear. And some more black. Stirring it up. Taking my new pot. Lunging it down. And then back up. Yeah, I like it better with one dip. But it looks so cool. Look at that. Do you see? I'm trying to hold it close. That is amazing. I hope it's showing up as nice as it really looks, because it is very cool. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to put that one to dry too. And then in a little bit, I'm going to show you what they look like. And then we're going to spray them so it's sealed. Okay, I just wanted to show you a little closer up while they're drying what they look like. They look really pretty. So I'm hoping that you can see that. And like I said, I'm going to continue to let them dry, and then we're going to spray them with a sealant. Okay, we are on day 2 of this project of these marbling flower pots. So these flower pots, I love the way it turned out. This one I just put in, I dipped it the one time. And last night I sprayed them both with some clear spray, like polyurethane spray, or clear matte, like protectant spray paint stuff. I will link the product after the video. So this one, it still looks cool, but it doesn't look as much like the Pottery Barn ones. This one I think does, and I'll show you a close-up of them when we're all finished. But I just wanted to show you, I bought a couple of succulents to plant in them. If you are someone like me who has had like a hard time with plants, like in your house or wherever, and they just seem to die, succulents or cactus are a really good plants to get because they don't need to be watered frequently, and they're very hardy. So, and they can tolerate the sun, most of them. So, I mean, I always suggest you read what's on the little thing that they put. Oh, this one doesn't even have anything, but it tells you the name of what it is. So then Google it and see how you take care of it. But that's what I would recommend. I'm kind of gonna just tell you how to do this in case you are somebody who doesn't do a lot of planting or whatever. And so if you're somebody who does, this is like basic, but I just want to make sure everybody knows what to do. So this pot, for instance, you can see it has a big drainage hole in it, which is good. But I always put like some bark or some rocks in the bottom, just so that the water can still flow out, but so that it doesn't flow out quickly. And the dirt isn't going right out that little hole. So I just put I'm just gonna put a few things in there, show you. So that's just some bark. And then I'm going to put some dirt in there, and this is a Miracle Grow potting mix. So I put about this much in here, and then I'm going to take, this is really pretty, can you see that? It's called a sedum, mahogany red sedum, S-E-D-U-M. So, okay, and then when you pull it out of the little container, it's in it's tight ball of roots. So you want to take this and just kind of loosen up the roots before you plant it in. I mean, don't like rip them all off, but just kind of pull at them so that it kind of opens them up. So it's more like this at the bottom. Then I'm going to put them in here, and now I'm going to put more dirt in around it. And oops, oh, spilled some dirt. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not showing you. So then I'm just putting some dirt around it. I just have a cup here with the potting soil. And so you put them in there, and then you want to press down on the dirt, kind of get it settled. Make sure that your roots, the top of your roots and the bottom of your plant are like, I think like at least like an inch. I'm not a professional gardener, but I know how to plant pot plants, plant plants. So anyway, you want to put it down like about, I would say like at least an inch, so that there's plenty of dirt on top of them. They're not exposed. You don't want the roots exposed, because the roots are more sensitive than the actual plant. So I'm just pressing it in, and then what I will do is I will water it and show you the final products. And then these are going to go into my little patio makeover that will happen you'll see in July. So I will show you these. I think that's it. I would love it if you would comment below if you think that you might try this, and if you've tried anything like this. let me know. Or so this is one of the pots, and with the plant in it. I'll show you there. And it looks marbly, right? It looks like a marbly effect. This is the second one. So this is the one I dipped twice. Don't dip it twice. And you know, I think I would do, the next time I did this, to look like the Pottery Barn plant, I would use, like if they have gray spray paint, I would spray it first with white. I would then put the water, then spray the water with the gray spray paint and the white spray paint, and dip your pot in that. And I think that would be the perfect amount. I might try it again with another pot for their backyard, but I just wanted to let you know that I would do it a little bit differently next time. So anyway, that's the pots. I'll show you also at the very end, I'll show you these two side by side, and then I'll show a picture of the Pottery Barn pot so you can see. Thanks again, guys. See you soon. Bye.